Alright, welcome to another episode of Gelato Talk. It's your guy Marc Papers. We're back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? It's having a nice chill parlay and day. But yeah, I just want to get back into this. You know, it's been a minute since we shot this, but we're going to start dropping more episodes, back to back and all that. So yeah, you know, today I want to discuss the topic of persistency and persistent in the chasingment of your goals. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to any goal that you're trying to achieve, it's going to take a while to get there. So you need to have a lot of passion. You need a lot of patience, and you know you're definitely gonna need persistency. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it going, because things might work out, you know, the way you want at first. So that's a good way to keep them going. You know what I'm saying? And that's with anything. It don't have to just be in music, but you know, chasing your goals and being persistent is something that helped me along the way, right? Because when you have the goal, you have the end goal, so you know where you're going or where you want to go. But then you have a way you want to get there. But a lot of times it's not really gonna go the way that you expect it to go, you know. And that could be for a lot of reasons, right? That could be because your planning wasn't sufficient enough. It could be because just be your inexperience, right? You know, pitfalls can occur. You know, things could happen that you don't even expect. So, like I said, the persistency is going to help you go a long way with that. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you an example. I remember I was doing this mixtape, and I was doing had like 15, 16 songs in it. I think I was like up to the song 16 or 15. I was like towards the end of it. And this is back when we was doing 3 verses on a record. And, you know, I had to really push myself to get to that 3rd verse. You know, I really wasn't in the mood to go to record that. It's when I was recording myself in my basement. You know, but I pushed myself to do the verse. You know what I'm saying? It came out dope, but what it did was it pushed me to like a new level in a way, right? Because now I had a new fire, a new level of, okay, well, hey, even if I don't feel like it, I can still do it, you know. And to me, that's the biggest thing with persistency, you know. That's the key to it, like, because there's levels to it, right? It's like, it's a skill you could build. Like, even if you're not persistent at something, all right, that's great. It's not great, but, you know, you could work towards building more and more persistency, you know, more and more effort, right? The more you do it, you know. So it boils down to how much passion you have to start in the beginning. You know, that's just me. You know, I don't know if people are able to do things that they don't feel passionate about. You know, depends on a certain dollar sign attached to it. We're talking about selling a service or selling a brand. Well, that's a little different, right? You have to build up the service, build up the brand, then build up the clientele before you can just sell it. It's not a product. It's not something you bought and gonna resell right away. So you might not have money flowing in right away. You know what I'm saying? just a little bit different route that you take when you selling yourself. So, being persistent is, to me, it's not optional. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times I always went dumb hard when it came down to any label I was on, any group I was in. You know what I'm saying? I was the artist that I was doing the extra videos and making extra records and doing extra songs, right? Because I didn't give a fuck. Like, I might as well go hard, right? Because I feel like I never wanted to be the person that someone else was outworking me, outbeating me. So that's one. I never wanted to be that, right? Like, if I'm in a group and I know someone else is going harder than me, then why? Why am I letting this person be number one when I'm not even trying to be one. I'm trying to be two. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? So I never really operate from that philosophy, right? But also, like, hey, if you go hard, right, I feel like I have more chance of killing the game. I have more chance of doing what I want to do and making it flow how I want to flow, you know what I'm saying, better than if I just sit back and I don't do what I want to, I don't go hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm really going to get from that? I can't say nothing if if nothing happens. But if I go hard, I feel like I always get something out in the end. That's kind of how you got to look at it. Like, are you going to get something out of it more than what you expect, or do you just want to go get something at the end goal? Because you may get that, you may not get that, but even if you just got that, that's not what you're gonna get, right? Like, you're gonna get a lot of other things in your journey. You're gonna meet a lot of people. You're gonna learn a lot of different aspects of a business that you may not even have known about. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I just want to talk a little bit about YouTube. I feel like YouTube is a really good platform. Like, I meet a lot of people in person. I tell them to subscribe to my YouTube when they, instead of other platforms. I feel like those other platforms, they're great, but I feel like at least with YouTube, if I build an audience there, it's like I know that they really fucks with the movement more, right? Because Instagram and not to name names, but it just feels like more of a social connection than a fanship, and that's to any fans, any fans and artists, right? You want to build a viewership, you want to build a fan base, you got to find fans in the right places, and you got to find fans that fuck with your music, right? Find ways that they can fuck with their music directly, not just with social media, because they might like you on social media. I don't know. The game is very dense. Very dense, With anything worthwhile is always going to be dense, and I think it's more dense than ever, right? It's more dense. What do I mean by dense? I mean, like, a lot of traffic. Say 80,000 songs are uploaded every day to Spotify. So I don't know. Not gonna get a lot of plays like that, you know what I'm saying? But Spotify is great, the ones that are able to get plays on there and make sure that they fans and stuff is going up on there. You can make good money on there if that's what you're in the game to do, Persistency comes natural, it comes easy when you aren't doing it for the dollar. And I want to stress that because a lot of times people tend to do things for the dollar and that's okay. You know you need money, right? But I always feel that there's a percentage of what you should be doing, and I'm nobody, right? I'm just saying there could be a percentage of what you do that is not for the money, like, right? Like, that's like, okay, like, all right, you brush your teeth, right? Is that for money? Do you brush your teeth so you could not lose your job, or do you brush your teeth because you don't want your breath to be bad? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, do you? What else? Like, do you wear clothes because you don't want to be naked, or do you wear clothes because if you went outside, you get in trouble? Like, I don't know. I don't know, son. Got to do shit for yourself, right? So if you did stuff for yourself, it's naturally persistent. Like, you're gonna just I make beats every day. I make beats every day essentially, or if I don't really don't feel like it, like, I'll go, mess with some stuff, and I'll upload a beat every day. I've been doing it for a while, right? I've been uploading. I always take guests, but I always upload a beat or a song. I'll upload something. Yo, no bullshit. I've been uploading shit for 19 years. Next year is gonna be 20 years. Let me tell you something. I'm not bullshit. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just making a video because I wanted to bring back this Gelato Talk podcast. I really like giving advice, right? I don't give a fuck if, like, the next year or the 5 years and 10 years it's like the views at the same shit. I'm still gonna upload this shit. Like, I'm still gonna do this shit, man. I've been doing this shit for so long. Why would I stop doing it? I don't see why I should stop doing it. That makes no sense to me. So you will cross a point at some point that you just, like, that's just is what you do. Like I meet, and I'm not no, like, seasoned artist. I call music art, right? Like, I meet artists like that paint, draw shit. And they're like, I'm like, yo, how long you been doing this? They're like, yo, 35 years, 40 years, 45 years. They be interior designers, fucking have art galleries. If you look at the way that they make their shit, it's like, they're not making it, like, to impress you. Like, I always notice that shit. That's the most shit. And I feel like that's how I am now. Like, I don't... You could say it's good, that's cool. You could say it's bad, that's cool. I actually would like to hear if you said it's bad. But if you told me why it's bad, like, yo, I don't like, this is bad because, yo, your snare is too loud, or your snare, I can't hear it, or your drums are too loud, or your raps are too slow. Like, right? Say that. If you said that, yo, I would take that. But, well, if you said it was good, say, what you thought was good, right? But I don't really, not really, but that's not why I make it. So after a while, you'll get to that point, it's what you do, So, I just wanted to go to bring that back, the Gelato Talk, as I mentioned, the #1 podcast on YouTube. What you got, Marc Papers? Like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and stay persistent. Don't give up on what you're trying to get it in on. You already know, get your top.